the infinite money flow. Positive prosperity affirmations. Chapter 1. Stepping into the river. I speak now to the infinite river of prosperity, not to the dry banks of lack, not to the stagnant pools of fear, but to the endless, flowing current of money that moves through all of life. This river never stops. It never runs dry, and I am stepping into it now. Money is a flow, not a pile, not a possession to be guarded with white knuckles. A flow. Flows move. They circulate. They leave and return, each time stronger, each time wider. I stop trying to dam the river. I stop hoarding. I stop clutching. I simply step in and let the current carry me. The infinite money flow is always moving. It moves toward value. It moves toward gratitude. It moves toward openness. Today, I become all three. I am valuable. I am grateful. I am open. And the flow finds me. I deserve to be carried. I have spent too long standing on the shore, watching others float past, telling myself I was not ready. Ready is a choice. I choose ready now. My toes touch the water, then my ankles, then my knees, then my whole body surrenders. I am in. I am in. I am in. Chapter 2. Releasing the scarcity story. I release every belief that money is scarce. Scarcity is a story told by tired minds in tired bodies. It is not a law of the universe. The universe is abundant. Look at the stars. Look at the seeds. Look at the waves that never stop arriving. Money is no different. It is infinite. My access to it is the only question, and today I expand my access. I am a vessel in the infinite money flow, not a beggar on the shore, not a thief trying to steal from the current. A vessel, hollow, open, ready. The flow does not need to be forced. It needs to be allowed. I allow it now. I unclench my fists. I open my palms. I say yes to whatever arrives. Scarcity whispered to me for years. It said, save everything. Trust no one. Hold tighter. That voice was trying to protect me from a danger that no longer exists. I thank that voice for its service. Then I ask it to step aside. I am no longer building walls. I am building channels. The more I release scarcity, the more room I have for abundance. It is simple physics. A clenched fist catches nothing. An open hand receives everything. I keep my hands open today. At the grocery store, at my desk, in my sleep. Open, receiving, trusting. Chapter 3. The circulation of abundance. Every dollar that comes to me is a drop from the infinite river. Every dollar that leaves me returns to the river, only to find me again downstream, multiplied. I do not fear outflow. Outflow is circulation. Outflow is trust. I spend, and the river refills. I give, and the river expands. I invest, and the river deepens. I speak these truths to align with the infinite money flow. Money flows to me easily, frequently, and naturally. I am a clear channel for prosperity. The river of money never runs dry. What I release peace returns to me multiplied. I am in flow. I am the flow. Circulation is life. Blood that does not circulate brings death. Water that does not circulate stagnates. Money that does not circulate loses its power. I am not a hoarder. I am a participant. I let money move through me like breath. In and out. In and out. Each cycle stronger than the last. I bless every dollar I spend. I say, go, little dollar. Do your work in the world. Multiply yourself. And find your way back to me when the time is right. I trust the journey of every coin, every bill, every digital transfer. None of it is lost. All of it is in circulation. And circulation always returns. Chapter 4, Forgiving the Blocks. I forgive every time I blocked the flow, every panic save, every fearful no, every time I chose a dry bank over the rushing current. I was learning to trust. Now I trust. The river knows where to go. I do not need to steer. I only need to float. The infinite money flow brings unexpected checks. It brings refunds. It brings gifts. It brings ideas that turn into income. It brings people who want to pay me for my gifts. I do not chase. I attract. The flow delivers. My job is to stay open, stay grateful, and stay in motion. I also forgive the people who taught me fear. My parents, my teachers, my former bosses. They did the best they could with what they knew. Their fear was not malice. It was inheritance. I break the chain now. I do not pass scarcity to the next generation. I pass freedom. I pass trust. I pass the infinite money flow. Blockage by blockage, I clear the path. Every resentment I hold is a rock in the river. Every limiting belief is a fallen log. I remove them one by one, not with force, with awareness. I see the rock, I name it, I lift it, I let it go. The water rushes through the new space, faster, freer, wilder. Chapter 5, Celebrating Others' Abundance. I stop envying others who seem to be carried by a stronger current. Their flow does not reduce mine. The river is infinite. What they receive does not take from what I will receive. I celebrate their abundance as proof that the river is real. Their prosperity is my prophecy. Every morning I wake and say, today, the infinite money flow finds me. I do not need to know how. I only need to know that it will. I go about my day with quiet confidence. I take inspired action. I say yes to opportunities. I say no to fear. The flow meets me where I am. Jealousy is a confession of scarcity. When I feel it rise, I do not shame myself. I simply notice, and I say, there is enough. There is more than enough. There is infinity. Then I find someone to celebrate. A friend who got a raise. A stranger who won a contract. A creator who sold out their course. Their win is my roadmap. The infinite money flow does not play favorites. It responds to alignment, not luck. Anyone can step in. Anyone can be carried. The person I envy today is not my competitor. They are my preview. If they can float, so can I study their openness. feels the flow. I am relaxed. I am trusting. I am like a child floating on her back, looking at the sky, knowing the water will hold her. The infinite money flow holds me. I am safe. I am provided for. I am carried. My bank account is not the measure of the flow. It is only a temporary collection point. The flow is much larger than any number on a screen. I do not panic when the number drops. Drops are part of the rhythm. The river ebbs and surges. I trust the surge is always coming. Desperation screams. Relaxation whispers. The flow listens to the whisper. When I am desperate, I am tight. When I am tight, nothing enters. When I am relaxed, I am expansive. When I am expansive, abundance rushes in to fill the space. So I breathe, I soften, I wait, not with anxiety, with expectancy. I practice relaxation as a wealth skill. A hot bath, a slow walk, a deep breath before opening my banking app. These are not indulgences. They are alignment tools. The more relaxed I am, the more clearly I hear opportunity knocking. The more clearly I hear, the richer I become. Chapter 7. Generosity as the accelerator. I am generous because the flow is generous. I tip well. I donate. I help without counting. Generosity keeps me in the flow. Hoarding pulls me to the shore. I choose the current. I give, and in giving, I prove to the universe that I am ready to receive more. The infinite money flow has no memory of my past mistakes. It does not care about my credit score, or my bankruptcies, or my lean years. It only responds to my present alignment. Am I open? Am I grateful? Am I in motion? Yes, yes, yes. And so the flow arrives. Generosity is not about the size of the gift. It is about the energy behind it. A single dollar given with joy creates more space for abundance than 1,000 given with resentment. I check my heart before I give. Am I giving freely? Or am I giving to look good, to earn favor, to cancel a debt? I give only from the first place. When I am feeling poor, I give anyway, not from lack, from faith. I give a smile. I give a prayer. I give a compliment. I give my time. The universe does not distinguish between forms of generosity. Energy is energy. Every act of giving opens the channel wider and wider and wider. Chapter 8. Pricing my worth. I raise my prices because my value is part of the flow. I do not shrink. I do not discount myself to be liked. I name my worth, and the flow honors it. Those who are ready to meet me, there will find me. Those who are not will find someone else. That is not loss. That is filtration. I am debt-free in my spirit. Even as I pay down balances, I do not carry shame. Debt is simply a timing difference. The flow will cover it. I make my payments with peace, not panic. Every payment is a step closer to the open water. I am walking that path with patience. Low prices are not humility. They are fear disguised as kindness. I am not helping anyone by undervaluing my gifts. When I charge too little, I train the world to underpay me. I train myself myself to believe I am small. No more. My prices are a declaration. This is what I am worth. Pay it or do not. Either way, I am not moving. I check my worthiness daily, not by looking at my bank account, by looking at my boundaries. Do I say no to underpaying clients? Do I ask for what I deserve? Do I walk away from deals that shrink me? Yes, yes, yes. That is the proof of worth, not the number on the invoice, the courage behind it. Chapter 9: Speed and Inspired Action. The infinite money flow loves speed. When an opportunity comes, I act, not from frenzy, from alignment. I send the email. I make the call. I launch the project. I do not overthink. Thinking is the brake. Action is the accelerator. I take my foot off the brake and let the flow carry me forward. I am financially literate because the flow rewards understanding. I learn about money without fear. I read, I ask, I grow. Money is not a mystery. It is a language. I am learning to speak it fluently, and the flow responds to every word. Speed does not mean rushing. It means not delaying. There is a difference. Rushing is frantic. Delaying is fearful. Speed is aligned. When the flow taps me on the shoulder, I turn around immediately. I do not say later. I do not say when I am ready. I say, I hear you. I am moving. Inspired action feels light. It feels like play. If an action feels heavy, it is probably fear in disguise. I learn to tell the difference. Heavy action. Sending a resume to a job I hate because I am desperate. Light action. Sending a proposal to a dream client because I believe in my work. I choose light every time. Chapter 10: Trusting the Timing. The infinite money flow has its own schedule. It does not consult my impatience. I may want abundance now. The river may deliver in a week, a month, a season. I do not panic. The river is never late. It is always exactly on time for my highest good. I plant seeds daily. Some sprout tomorrow. Some sprout next year. I do not dig up the seeds to check on them. That is anxiety. I water them with faith. I fertilize them with action. And I wait. Waiting is not passive. Waiting is trusting. And trust is the highest form of alignment. While I wait, I practice. I practice gratitude. I practice generosity. I practice relaxation. I practice saying no to fear. The waiting period is not empty. It is the workshop where my prosperity consciousness is forged. I do not waste it by complaining. I use it by growing. Every delay is a disguise. Behind every not yet is a not this way, but something better. I have seen it before. A contract that fell through, followed by a better one. A client who said no, followed by 3 who said yes. The flow knows the route. I stop demanding a map. I just float. Chapter 11: Welcoming Unexpected Channels. Money does not only come from my job. The infinite flow uses 1,000 channels. A refund I forgot about. An inheritance I did not expect. A gift from a friend. A side hustle that explodes. a royalty check from years ago. I stay open to all of it. I do not limit the flow by my limited imagination. Just because I cannot see the money does not mean it is not coming. Just because I do not know the person does not mean they will not pay me. The universe has resources I have never met. I welcome them now. I say yes to strange opportunities. A collaboration I did not seek. A project outside my usual zone. A referral from an unexpected source. I do not dismiss anything as coincidence. Coincidence is the flow wearing a disguise. I greet every disguise with curiosity. What if this is my money? I also say no to what does not fit. The flow is not desperate. Neither am I if an opportunity feels wrong. I trust that feeling. Another one is coming. The river does not send only one boat. It sends a fleet. I wait for the boat that feels like home. Chapter 12. Money and self-love. How I treat money is how I treat myself. If I am harsh with my spending, I am harsh with my soul. If I panic over every dollar, I panic over every choice. Today, I handle money with the same tenderness I offer a beloved friend. Gently, honestly, lovingly. I look at my financial habits and I ask, do these habits come from love or fear? Fear says, hide, hoard, panic. Love says, see, plan, trust. I am moving from fear to love. Not overnight, step by step. A budget made with kindness. A savings goal set with excitement. A bill paid without shame. Self-love is not expensive. It is not a spa day or a shopping spree. It is looking at my balance and saying, I am safe. It is choosing a small treat without guilt. It is investing in my education without panic. Self-love is the soil where prosperity grows. I tend that soil daily. I speak to myself as I would speak to a child I adore. You are learning. You are trying. You are enough. I do not call myself stupid for past mistakes. I do not call myself lazy for slow months. I speak only kindness, and the flow hears that kindness, and the flow rushes toward it. Chapter 13. Breaking the inheritance of lack. My family tree may have been poor. My ancestors may have struggled. I honor their survival, but I do not inherit their ceiling. Their lack was not a curse passed down. It was a circumstance. I am in a new circumstance. I am in the infinite money flow. I break the spell of we don't have that kind of money. That was their story. It does not have to be mine. I write a new story. We have everything we need. More arrives daily. The flow is endless. I speak this story until my blood believes it, until my children hear it, until the lineage shifts. I do not blame my past for my present. Blame is a trap. It keeps me small. It gives away my power. Instead, I thank my past for teaching me what I do not want, and I build what I do want, brick by brick, affirmation by affirmation, dollar by dollar. The infinite money flow does not check resumes. It does not ask where I came from. It asks only, are you open? I am open. Are you grateful? grateful? Are you in motion? I am in motion. The flow says, then you are welcome. No matter your name, no matter your history, welcome. Chapter 14. Rest as a wealth practice. I do not have to earn money with every waking hour. Rest is not laziness. Rest is recalibration. When I rest, I return to the flow. When I exhaust myself, I fall out of it. The most productive thing I can do sometimes is absolutely nothing. I give myself permission to stop, to breathe, to nap, to stare out a window. In those moments of stillness, the flow catches up to me. Answers arrive, ideas land, energy returns. Rest is not the opposite of wealth. Rest is the foundation of it. I used to believe that busyness equaled worthiness. No more. I now know that a rested mind attracts more money than a frantic one. A rested body makes better decisions. A rested spirit recognizes opportunity. I rest without apology. Rest is my secret weapon. Tonight, I sleep well. I do not count sheep. I count blessings. I do not review my debts. I review my resources. I do not rehearse my fears. I rehearse my trust. Sleep is not lost time. Sleep is the river at night, still flowing, still working, still carrying me toward my abundance. Chapter 15. The Final Surrender. I close this speech with my hands open, my heart relaxed, my breath deep. The infinite money flow is not ahead of me. It is not behind me. It is here now, beneath me, lifting me, moving me. I am not waiting for prosperity. I am in prosperity. I take one action today that honors the flow. That action is the proof. That action is the prayer. I surrender the need to control. I surrender the need to predict. I surrender the need to deserve. I simply receive. The river knows. The river delivers. The river never ends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for every dollar that has ever found me. Thank you for every dollar that will find me tomorrow. Thank you for the infinite flow that never stops, never tires, never withholds. I am carried. I am held. I am wealthy. And so it is.